Good morning, guys. Good morning. This is Spirit Journey. Yes, it is early, early in the morning. I could not sleep, and I figured, well, since I can't sleep, um, I'm remembering about 2 days ago. Well, today is October 20th, 2020. It's a Tuesday morning, and I think it was on Saturday, actually. Friday, Saturday, I had my morning vision upon awakening from sleeping. I lie still in my bed and I keep my eyes closed, relax my body, and I often see something. So let me share with you what I saw. Um, Upon waking up, um, I saw like, it reminded me of the type of Matrix type of thing. Remember when Neo was in the pod and many times um, people who investigate things like that, like the secret space program, that they're in something, they're encased in something. I don't know why I just get this feeling, something like that, uh, because what I saw, uh, it seemed like something was above me, and it was like a ring. It looked like a metal ring above some feet above me, maybe uh, 6 to 8 feet above me, maybe 6 feet above me. The ring was about maybe a foot in diameter. The thickness of this metal looking bar, circular bar, was maybe from 3 inches to 4 inches wide. And I saw this plant. I've seen this plant before in my other visions. Long, dangly plant. And it has long, narrow leaves. But the plant seemed alive. It seemed, and it was moving. And it seemed as though, I mean, because my eyes are closed and I'm watching this vision, it's as if that it could see me, as if I'm actually there. My mind is there, it seems. And it wants to, it keeps getting at, trying to get my eyes. Um, it doesn't want me there or it doesn't want me to see. When that happens, it's as if like a shadow, like when it gets near, like as if my eyes would be there, that a shadow is cast in my natural vision, like even though my eyes are closed. Like if you close your eyes and you move your hand in front of your eyes, let's say it's a sunny day, and you do that, a shadow would be cast upon your eyelids. And you would see the distinction in the intensity of the light. That's how it was. But the thing that I'm looking at, it, it's very, very hazy. It's not clear, but it was semi-clear, very grainy. And when it touched what would be my eyes, I couldn't see. So that's that part. I think this is also with the same day of this vision. It could have been, or maybe a day apart. Uh, I then remember seeing um, these, it looked like men wearing black suits. Yes, good morning, viewer. Yeah, just accounting some visions that I saw. So there were about maybe no more than 8 men. Their shoulders, they were very broad, very thick bodies. Um, they were in silhouette. It looked like as if they were in all black, and I think they may have had a hat on. I'm not 100% sure, but what really stood out to me was that uh, a very boxy looking body, very boxy. Um, it kind of like draped. It wasn't. It's very loose, but very boxy, very square-like shaped body. They seemed strong. Nothing was said. They were just like standing there. And I remember seeing a circle on the ground. The circle was a dark color. Uh, it it could have been maybe uh, 12 inches wide, and the diameter of the circle could have been 8 feet in diameter. And then I think the people were inside, the guys or somebody was they were standing inside the circle. There was no sound. I didn't hear any audio. Everything was visual. It was weird. And then the next part, I remember. Oh yeah. There were. Oh, I just forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, yeah. I saw these rooms like a lot of times when I'm doing the meditation, I see like a room, and I'm seeing it from below me, like I'm up in a ceiling. I'm seeing through, where the ceiling would be, looking downward towards the floor, and it goes like in stages. First, it's like very grainy, and you just see like a slight contrast between light and dark, and then it forms straight lines and 90-degree angles, and then it looks like a room. Uh, and I've seen this room before. It's it reminds me of my apartment, actually, the foyer of my apartment. But upon inspection of, remembering and going to my foyer in real life, um, there's the kitchen right by it, and but in the vision, I don't see any door leading to the kitchen. So it could be something that kind of looks like the the foyer in my apartment. And then I notice then it changes into another setup, another type of room. And then I remember, okay, everything was happening fast. The visuals were changing quickly at this point of the different rooms. And then at one point, I see a new room that I've never seen before. I think the first two rooms were outlines of rooms that I've seen before in past visions. And then this third room was different. It was of a bathroom. Yeah. Um, and it wasn't mine. It was a looked like a very wide room, uh, light color walls, and I saw a toilet, and the lid was down, and I saw like some bathrooms, like this. It's like a little furry rug that is designed for the base portion of the toilet where your feet go, like that. And I think it kind of might have been bent a little bit. It wasn't flat down like someone might have kicked it with the foot or something, so it wasn't completely flush to the ground. And I think that was a light color also. Yeah. And it was for a couple of seconds I saw this. When I saw the rug below, that's when I recognized it as being a toilet. And then it disappeared. And then I think I saw another room. I think it had high ceilings because I was watching from above. And this one, in stages, I started to see more and more of what was in the room. Again, it started off very, very grainy, and then slowly it started to get more like like you see a dark floor and light color ceilings, and then I started noticing objects along the peripheral of the room. And I think I saw like movement, like something or someone was moving or walking about in the room, but they were not clear. It was not clear, but looked like an official room. It looked. It reminded me of some other room that I saw that looked very regal, very, very uh, aristocracy type of thing. And then that was it. Yeah. I'm really interested about the thing with the what I call the living plant. The plant, it looks like it's like a long, long stem and very long, fine leaves. And it just seems to be alive, like moving, like it's a being, not like a regular plant, but it was moving. And I'm thinking, like, I've seen those before in other visions. And this time again, seeing the ring above me, as if something would be either hanging from it. Um, I didn't actually see that plant thing attached to it. It was just a ring that was free. But I feel that this ring was important for something. I initially thought it was, something is to hang from it. But I'm wondering whether or not it's some type of device that's going to influence your thinking. And it's not the first time that I saw the living plants. Um, Sometimes it looks like insect, a giant insect, or sometimes it's a variation of the plant, and it's just moving about, and it does not like me seeing. So when it touches my eyes, I can't see. This thing doesn't want me to see what's happening. And I believe, this is what I believe with that, when something like that happens in my vision. That, see, when we sleep, I believe when we sleep, our brain is being connected to something. Think of the cloud. the electronic cloud, a database. And our mind is connected to this cloud or this database. It has thinking and reasoning, and it's really the secret of what's going on the planet with all lives. Like I have pets, these dogs. I have them. Dogs dream also. And so living things, whether it be your dogs or humans, when we sleep, our consciousness or our mind is interacting with something else. And it's in this chiasm, this split between our awakeness and the dream world. It's like an interface. But if you keep your body and mind, your mind especially, relaxed enough, the distance between both realms increase, and it allows you to see behind the scene. Meaning, it's like, think of it this way. Think of it like you're leaving your bedroom to go into the living room. Now, if you prop up something at the door so the door doesn't close completely, that's what's being done when I do my meditation, my morning meditation. I'm leaving the door open enough so I can peek on both sides at the same time. And so I have a conscious awareness that's in one side of the door, and that I take the active step to see what's on the other side while the door is open. And I believe that is what's happening, and it doesn't want me to see. I strongly believe that is what's happening. And I think it's the same concept as the movie The Matrix. Remember the movie The Matrix? Now, again, this is an artificial world that they're living in. They have a natural body. They are connected to some type of artificial intelligence, a computer, and the computer feeds their mind with information to make them interact in it, even though they're actually not. It's so believable for them that they think they're actually living in it. And it's all designed to harness energy from our bodies. I'm strongly believing more and more of this movie, The Matrix. And I'm believing more and more of this because of this bridge that occurs when you awaken from dreaming or the morning. Dreaming or waking up from a sleep. And it's this phenomena happens the most during early morning rather than, let's say, you take a nap. And I think why, again, I'm just speculating with this part, that most people are asleep at nighttime. And they want you to sleep at night because they have more control. Things shut down at night. But think of this also. If you are a computer person, now people who work in IT, and with computers, they usually do a lot of their backup and all this stuff, maintenance, during night hours where things are more calm and quiet, right? Same thing, your mind. So your mind also is a computer. And so you have people who want to download or maybe upload the information that you encountered the day before, or maybe prep you for the next morning. I think that's what's happening. And you know what else I notice what's happening to me? Um, have you all been getting cranky for really no? I mean, things happen to all of us, but do you notice you seem more cranky about certain things? You easily get flustered, or if a negative thought comes in your mind. What happens when these things happen? Well, one, it doesn't make you feel good. It makes you edgy also, and it distracts you because it's preoccupying your mind with negative thoughts. What happens with negative thoughts? It creates more negativity, negative energy, and you may have life, light beings, entities, I should say, entities that may be feeding off of this negativity, such as in the movie The Matrix, which is feeding off of you. Because you have to ask yourself, why are these negative thoughts coming in your mind? What, how is it helping you? Why do we do this? Why do, do we have our mind wander? And it's usually wandering into something negative. Now, I notice also if I go outside for too long, getting, you're out and about in public, whether you're in nature or not, it seems like when you gather too much energies from outside, good or bad, it's an overload for your system. It's a system overload, and you need to get rid of it. If you don't get rid of these excess energies, it will produce irritability, it will produce negative dreams. So, what I really should be doing is like maybe taking a cool shower, cool water. The hot water does, I mean, hot water is relaxing, but if you get overstimulated with outdoor activity or meeting a lot of people and a lot of stimuli, it seems like cool water or cold water will neutralize the excess energies that uh, are attached to your body, if that makes any sense. Does this make any sense to you guys? What I'm talking about? Yeah, this is something else. And again, the election is coming about, and oops, you have, sorry, you have things happening in this world. You notice also, like President Trump had mentioned about, he always mentions this at the end of his speeches. He keeps saying that he says that he's going to have, uh, I forget whether he said in a year's time or so, very near future, that he's going to put a woman on the moon. And then he says that he's going to get with a colony. I'm sorry, not colony. It's like, yeah, I guess like someone people going to Mars. So there is something already established, I believe. And why he wants, I mean, people have gone to the moon, right? Yeah, at least 17 different ships, something like that, different ships that went to the moon. Why is it so necessary not to have a female? They didn't have a female for all this time. Why now? This is a big secret. This is a big secret. This is very essential to try to find out why, after all this time, what is the significance of getting a woman on the moon? Why not a woman on Mars? There's secrets being held from us. And maybe these beings, I do believe in different beings. I do believe that there is life forms on other planets and definitely different dimensions. I've had, again, experiences during meditation, experiences in seeing different beings. And it was so clear. It looked more real than this natural world. I kid you not. So, why now? Why do we need to go to Mars? What is the significance? What is there for us to go there? Why can't we just fix planet Earth, but instead they want to go to some Mars and the moon? I feel that's wasting our tax dollars. And they're not forthcoming in explaining what they are finding on these planets. It's just really food for thought and things that you are to think about. I really can't figure out all what's going on with this election. From the very beginning, when Trump won uh, the election 4 years ago, this intensity, it's an extreme intensity, and it's affecting the people all over the planet. Something is going on. Something. I can't put my finger on it. If any of you have any ideas or speculations what could be going on, please share it in the chat room or in the comment section. Something is going on. Uh, yeah, I can't figure it out. But something is going on, and I don't know what the significance of the men wearing the dark suits. Very broad, very strong looking, and they're within a circle. I remember a group of people standing within that circle that was on the ground. And the rooms that I'm seeing, like the bathroom, I don't know what I'm tapping into. I'm tapping into something. That's also how I realized that, um, like, for example, you ever daydream? When you daydream, you might, you see things. You could, make it up as you go along. But this is information. Where is this information stored? Where is it created? Let's say you're remembering a past incident. Let's say you remember going to a concert and you remember the music, and then you think about the music that you heard, and it sounds so live. You hear the different instruments. You're experiencing it. I said this music keeps repeating itself over and over and over again, and you wonder why am I hearing? I mean, not. I mean, you're not actually hearing it, but in your mind, you're remembering the music. So where is this stored? Because you're able to retrieve the data. This data is stored somewhere. So this again suggested again that this mind of ours is part of a computer system where all this data, as above, so below, this computer world. And now it's a fight with this technology to some people believe that they're trying to prime our bodies to be more receptive to what they call the cloud. Once they get your mind to a cloud, you're stuck there. And they control your every move, your thinking. You become a robot. And you say to yourself, well, what for? What do they gain out of this? Well, again, it's about energy. They want to tap onto your energy. And some of the people, like the past life regressionists, maybe all this past life is also just a database that you tap into. I don't know, but it's something. It is something. You have to start questioning these things. Are they past lives, or is it part of the matrix? Different stories. You can have 10 people believing that they're Julius Caesar because they're tapping into something and they're living it. And they're believing that they're actually experiencing this. Or how about the movie The Assassins? And if you've seen the movie The Assassins, I highly recommend it. I watched it so many times. I bought the film. It is fantastic. And in that movie, a person, oh yeah, that the person is committed a crime, and then they get the death penalty, and then you have an organization that is, oh, what do you call that? Oh, I forget the name. The faction, the two groups. One is the assassins, and then the other one is some other group, like a Illuminati group. And they're trying to get this information, this artifact. And they devised that the way to get this artifact that was missing in time is to locate the direct descendants of the people who had the artifact. And so they now require, they get this, DNA match. So when a person commits a crime, they have access to the databases. And when a match occurred, they track down that person. Because also this DNA is a DNA that is violent, and they're prone to violence. And so they always get in trouble with the law because of murder. They're assassins. It's a genetic thing in them. And so they were able to track down these people. When a DNA pops up, of a match, a genetic match, you notice now uh, in commercials they're always advertising for Get your DNA, get your DNA done. What do they care about you getting your DNA? Why? Well, somebody's looking for something, as above, so below. Hollywood oftentimes tell us the secret. They're looking for something. Yeah? They're looking for something. And so, like that movie Assassins, they got the DNA, the person dies, and then they acquire the body of the dead person. And then they have the technology to bring the person back to life. And since they um, had already been, how do you say this, uh, that they fulfilled the death penalty, so they don't have to die again. You just bring them back to life. And since they already did the punishment of dying, so they say, hey, you're a free agent basically, but we need you for something. And so they took this man who they brought back to life, who shares the genetic direct descendant from this assassin who knew where this artifact was. They hooked him to a machine, and then they put an artifact, something that belonged to that ancestor, so that it's uh, to increase the experience of the person. And then they actually see through the eye of the ancestor, and they act out what they actually see. And this device that this person is hooked up to has a camera and is videotaping the visual and the audio to get access in finding where the artifact is. Isn't that something, people? Isn't that something? So, I mentioned that movie, The Assassins, because maybe the heads of this planet want to search for something here because they lost something and they're trying to find it, and they want to get your DNA at nighttime because your mind is a computer. They're tapping into what you know. So if our body holds the genetic memories of our ancestors, maybe it's looking for those memories, the whereabouts. It could be many things happening at the same time. You could have opportunistic entities who are feeding off our energy, and then you can have people who are the pirates of your mind, and they tap onto your past memories to look and search for things, just like in the movie The Assassin's Creed. Yeah, it's The Assassin's Creed. I said it was The Assassins, but no, it's uh, The Assassin's Creed. Yeah, because it was a creed that they had to follow. And they've been doing this for hundreds of years, protecting this artifact. It's a fantastic movie. It does have a lot of violence in it, but it's the principles and the drive that I thought was fascinating concept. Yeah, things are going on. Things are going on, and I think the movie industry um, is in cahoots with the system that's in charge. They're manipulating. They're forming your mind. The music industry is also programming you by the things they sing about. It's keeping your mind in a loop. I mean, really, go to a concert, something you really like, and then when you go home, or let's say you listen to the radio or whatever music, And then sometimes you hear the music playing over and over again in your head and you can't stop. Why does this happen? Because you're tuned into that frequency where that song is being stored. Everything is stored information. Everything. Nothing is deleted, and it's all is. It's all in the present. Everything. Everything. The art is to learn how to tap onto the frequency that you are focusing on. You focus, it's like aim and shoot. And you focus long enough so you could retrieve long enough the information. That is the trick. So, like lock and load. So, yeah, try it, people. You guys are listening. Try to do this. It's still early in the morning. Go close your eyes, relax your body, and just let your mind, like as if you're looking at the back of your eyelids. Do that and see what happens, what you see. Or, okay, if you just fall asleep, upon awakening, just keep your body relaxed, keep your eyes closed, and let it happen. Just stare at the back of your eyelids. Focus forward, looking forward, and see what happens. And when you see something, let me know what you see and go in the comment section of this video and share what you've seen, what you've experienced. I only see the visual. I never get any audio. Yeah, sometimes it looks like I'm looking at a monitor, and then other times it looks like it's right there. Yeah. So that's all. I see it's almost 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. Just wanted to get this off my chest. I mean, I couldn't sleep. I can't sleep right now. So I might as well just pass on the information. And I hope you enjoyed this share with you. Yeah. Each one teach one. Yeah, this is a real system that there's more to it than you could imagine, really. But let's try to stay calm and keep reminding yourself when these negative thoughts start coming into your mind, start questioning yourself. What's making this happen? Could this be opportunistic uh, beings that are trying to provoke you, and distract you from what you really should be focusing on? Just do that, and you're going to see things start shifting, I think. Okay? So I thank you all for listening, enjoying, and have a great night's sleep, and take care. Bye bye.